Hey guys, what's up? My name is Katie. Welcome back to my channel. If you haven't seen any of my other videos, I have an intro video on my channel kind of explaining what I want my channel to be about. It won't just be about my keto diet, but in the beginning, well, I should say in the beginning, there probably will be a lot about keto on my channel just because it's a big part of my life right now, and I plan to probably eat keto for the rest of my life. We never know what the future holds, but as of now, I'm pretty stuck on it. So I use an app called MyFitnessPal, and that's how I track my macros. And I have my macros set in it as 85% fat, 10% protein, and 5% comes from carbs. The app's I don't know what I would do without it, honestly, because you can put everything you eat into the app and it subtracts your carbs and whatever, your fat, your protein. Um, because on the keto diet, you don't want to eat too much protein either, just because that can turn into sugar, spike insulin. Um, I just want to say a disclaimer. I am not a professional by any means. I'm just here to share my experience so far. And I highly suggest anybody who wants to do the keto diet to do a lot of research. It wouldn't even hurt to consult with your physician as well. So yeah, I went into my app today to kind of see when I started exactly, just so I could share that in the video. And when I logged in, it said today is actually, I've been on the diet for 30 days. So that was cool. I knew I was heading in that direction, but I didn't realize it was smack dab 30 days. I technically have been on it 31 days because I didn't download the app till the very next day. And I think it took me 2 days to get into ketosis, but I did it completely cold turkey. Another thing is I'm vegan, so what I eat is a little different from what the normal person would eat on a keto diet. I should say normal person. Normal keto diet is a little different than a vegan keto diet, just because we don't eat meat and dairy and stuff like that, obviously. Um, I want to share a great channel that has been very beneficial for me, and that would be Keto Connect. And I also like watching Keto Savage. I haven't watched as much of him, but I do want to watch him because he writes a program that he did with Keto Connect. He used them as the test dummies, I guess you could say. I mean that in the best way possible. But it's just a way to get yourself into deeper ketosis. So once I've been on the diet for a while, I definitely want to try that and challenge myself. Um, so in the past, I pretty much been overweight all my life. My mom's overweight, my grandma's overweight. Um, and about 5, 6 years ago, I actually lost 60 pounds just by working really strenuous position at work. And I also was doing hot yoga every day. I love hot yoga. I plan to go back, and I'm actually probably going to start this week. I'm on a 2 week break at school. So probably when I get off of work, I'm going to go check it out. I have a bunch of places by my house. I live downtown Seattle, so I know 3 of them that I've seen thus far. So it'll be cool to get back on the mat because I haven't done it in forever, and it's amazing and it's so rewarding. You have to experience it for yourself. Anyways, back to keto. So yeah, I lost 60 pounds about 5, 6 years ago. And then I ended up getting pregnant. I had my beautiful baby boy in October 2013. No, he did not make me gain all the weight back. If anything, I was the skinniest I ever was when I got pregnant and had him, probably from breastfeeding and stuff like that. And I was really sick my whole pregnancy. Um, it was about a year after I had him that I just slowly started gaining all the weight back. So yeah, and I got to my heaviest weight, which I can't believe I'm going to say this on the internet, but it's cool with me because I'm doing something about it. I got to weigh 286, and I've never felt my weight anyway. I never felt like I looked what I weighed, so I don't pay that much attention to the scale. Because back when I lost 60 pounds, I got down to 190, I believe it was 185, 190, and I loved my body at the time. I had curves, but my stomach was flat. Um, but this time around, I really want to lose more than that, and I also want to tone and really work on my body, feel the best I can. So yeah, and so far keto is going really well. I struggled in the very beginning. I know every video I watched or anything I heard, they stressed so much about staying hydrated, and they were talking about putting salt in their drink and stuff like that. I'm like, that's disgusting. I drink enough water, it's fine. No, I kept getting dehydrated, and finally I watched how to stay hydrated. What I'll do is I get Crystal Light, little squeezy tube thing. It's concentrated, because normally anytime I would drink anything, even before I started this diet, I would solely drink water. I felt like if I was thirsty, I needed water. But water just wasn't enough for me at this point. So I started at least drinking 1 to 2 smaller cups of the Crystal Light with sea salt in it, pink Himalayan sea salt, and that seemed to really help. And something else I know that really helped was when I would wake up in the night, my mouth would be so dry, so I would sit and I would just take a few big gulps of water every time I woke up. Because another thing is, when you start this diet, you are going to have to pee a lot. So, yeah, most of the weight you lose in the very beginning is going to be water weight. Um, I think it took me, if I didn't say this already, about 2 or 3 days to get into ketosis. I just bought the little urine strips from Walgreens. Now, I know those aren't very accurate over time because your body, when it becomes fat adapted, you start using the ketones instead of peeing them out. So I notice now if I pee on one, it'll be purple in the morning, and then depending on how much I'm moving around throughout the day, I'll test in the middle of the day and it'll say I have no ketones. I'm like, oh my gosh, am I out of ketosis or what's going on? And then I notice once I kind of slow down and chill out for the night, and then it's back to being a little bit purple again. I mentioned this in my last video, so if anybody sees that video and wants to give me input on that, that'd be great. In the next week or so, I'm going to be buying a ketone blood meter so I can really keep track of what's going on. I should know myself also because I haven't felt this good in so long, and I know some people say if you get kicked out of ketosis, you'll be able to tell because you'll just be kind of sluggish and things like that. And I've been pretty consistent with what I eat. So what I do is I do intermittent fasting. I only eat in a 4-hour window each day. Sometimes if I start a little bit earlier or a little bit later, I'm not that strict on it, but it is always usually a 4-hour window. So I drink bulletproof coffee while I'm fasting, and it's been working great for me. I absolutely love the flavor of bulletproof coffee. I didn't think I would. So what I use in mine is a little bit of stevia. I use unsweetened vanilla, almond milk, or coconut milk because I am vegan. I use also coconut oil. Those who are not vegan use like ghee butter, some other things too. And I'm trying my hardest to stick to my vegan roots throughout this diet just because it is hard sometimes because you're already restricted for the things you can have. And then there's so many things that are a vegan version that you could eat on keto um, that have carbs in it because it's made from plants or whatever the reason may be. But I'm totally doing it just fine. It's not the end of the world. I'd rather try to stay vegan and not change that just to do this diet because I'm always going to be vegan. And like I said, I plan to stay on this keto lifestyle for the rest of my life or for a very long period of time. As long as it is working and I feel as good as I do, I will be on it. So yeah, I just do that with coffee. And something I learned from Keto Connect is I take the coconut oil I'm gonna put in my coffee. I put it in a pan, and I put like 7 to 10 macadamias, and that's for me and my partner because she's doing it too. She started about 2 weeks after I did, but yeah, she's struggling a little bit more than I struggled just because I ate a lot better than she did before I started. So she really did cold turkey, and she went from eating a lot of junk to keto, and she's in ketosis, so I'm very proud of her. Anyways, I'm jumping all over the place here. Anyways, I put the macadamias in the coconut oil and let them sizzle a little bit, and you want to be really careful because they'll burn fast. But I put my coconut milk or almond milk in my blender, and then I pour the hot oil and the macadamias in the blender. I'll blend it because it gives that nice frothiness like you get from Starbucks. And then I'll pour that into my already hot coffee. And I also like to add powder collagen to my coffee as well, just because it's really awesome for you. So yeah, I drink about a big one of those to two of those throughout my morning and into the afternoon. And then usually I start my eating between like 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. Depends if I'm working that day or at school, whatever. So yeah, and I pretty much eat one meal a day. It works for me the best. And I'm really not hungry. I have to force myself to eat that one meal. But I do enjoy it. It's not like I'm gaining an unhealthy relationship with food. I'm excited that I get that one meal, but at the same time, it's not like, oh, I'm starving, I can't wait to eat. It just comes so naturally now. Like I said, I've been doing this for about 30 days, actually exactly 31 days according to my app. And also, I think I mentioned earlier, my macros are at 85% fat, 10% protein, and 5% carbs. And because I put in my app that I wanted to lose about 2 pounds a week, it set me up to eat 1,510 calories a day. I never ever eat that many calories in a day, even though I'm like eating a ton of fat. Like in my coffee, I cook with fat. I cook, as much fat into my diet as I can to make sure I'm hitting 85% fat a day. But still, I don't hit my calories, and I feel fine. I would say I eat about 900 calories a day. Um, Sometimes I eat closer to 15, depending what I do eat. But yeah, I feel good on that. I've been doing it for almost 30 days. It's like my body has adapted to that. And then once I do get to my goal weight, I want to say my goal weight is going to be about 150 because like I said before, I got down to 190 about 5 years ago, and I loved my body then. But I want to be more lean this time and work out more, get more tone. And I think 150 is about right for my height. But I'm going to play it by ear. Like I said, I just want to be happy. I want to feel good in my own skin. And I'm already feeling that way just from being on this diet for 30 days. So, how much weight have I lost during these 30 days? So I didn't weigh myself at all during the 30 days. I knew what my weight was when I started, just from being at the doctor. And then I ended up going to the doctor a few days ago because my side was hurting, but it was nothing. Thank goodness. It was just I slept wrong. So I had them weigh me then, and I have lost 20 pounds, which at first I was like, oh, 20 pounds? But I'm like, wait, 20 pounds, that's a lot of weight in 30 days. When could I ever lose that much weight in 30 days? Never, probably. And feel this good and not be starving all the time and things like that. So I'm just excited to start working out and um, implementing that into my diet because it's to the point I have so much energy now that I'll be sitting around with my son or whatever, and I'll just be like, I want to get up and go. I want to move. I want to do stuff. You just have that much energy, and it's freaking amazing. My focus is so much better, which is great because I am a student. So I'm pretty excited to see if it's going to make a change in my grades for summer quarter. But yeah. So I think I pretty much talked about the main things. Something else that really helps is I was a big energy drinker. I still will drink. Don't shoot me, but I still will drink a sugar-free Red Bull. But I used to drink so many of those. I would have like 3 a day. But something that is so amazing is Zip Fizz. And I, like I said, live in Seattle. And the only place I find it is at Bartell's. But I know Costco has it as well. But what's great about Zip Fizz is it has electrolytes in it and energy. It's made up from a bunch of vitamins. So it really made me not really want to drink all those energy drinks. And I know the energy drink thing is more just in my head because you have so much energy from keto that I don't really think it's even necessary, especially with me drinking bulletproof coffee. I shouldn't need that much caffeine, but it's something I'm working on. I am proud of myself for definitely cutting back. And something I heard, I watched Dr. Berg's channel here on YouTube, and he mentioned that if you have too much caffeine, that can kick you out of ketosis as well. So that's definitely in the back of my mind when I want to go reach for another Red Bull just because. So yeah, I think as far as, oh, one other thing I wanted to mention is when I watched Keto Connect's channel, the guy on there, oh, I can't remember his name right now. He'll never see this video. So, anyways, it's a couple on the channel, and the guy was saying he takes magnesium and potassium for to stay. It helps you to stay hydrated and things like that. I tried taking magnesium, and I tried taking it before bed because I do know it kind of helps you sleep a little bit. But I was waking up so hungover feeling, and I just had to stop taking it because I couldn't handle the way it made me feel. So I really try to eat my my vitamins in my food, not supplements. Like I eat a lot of spinach, kale, stuff like that, and still keep it under my carb count because yes, even those things have carbs in it, but I'd rather get those carbs than from, I don't know, bread or rice or something. I don't even eat any of that stuff on this diet, except I make an awesome keto bread recipe, which I made a video about. Also, a recipe from Keto Connect. I butchered it a little bit in that video, but the bread turned out super good. it's so hard to believe that it's so low in carbs. It is. My partner's addicted to it. So yeah. Other than that, I think that's pretty much all I can think of at this time. What I'm going to do now for month 2 is I'm going to take notes throughout the week and stuff. That way, when I do another update, this video is a little bit more organized rather than my thoughts just flying out everywhere. Hopefully, this video was somewhat helpful to those trying to start the keto diet. I know it's kind of long because I don't know how to edit yet, but yeah, let's just leave it off here. Something also I will be preparing is before and after photos. I actually took photos of myself about probably a month before I even considered doing keto, and boy, I'm gonna have to work up the courage to put that on the internet. But like I said, I'm just happy that I'm doing something about my weight. My clothes already fit so much looser. And it's summertime, so that's amazing for me. But yeah, I will get that up, and I will also have some other videos coming up. I know there's a lot of other things I want to do and touch on this channel. If anybody watches my video and has any requests from me or questions, please feel free to leave comments. I try to answer them as much as I see them because they're so overwhelming right now. I mean, so many comments on my video. No, but I have had some activity. But yeah, yeah, just ask anything you want. I'm pretty much an open book. So yeah, look forward to my next videos. Please like this video and subscribe. It will just help me get out into the community a little bit more. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.